Hey guys, my name is Kendrick Celestine. Today in my video, I'm going to be talking about Rosewood. And what I bring the title Rosewood. This came across my mind like a week ago. And when I was watching the movie Rosewood, it got me to think about a lot of things and about that scene, but what they did. And pretty much, this is like about 2 days from now, will be actually 3 days now, will be a 100-year anniversary of Rosewood, Florida massacre. And I'm going to get started from my point of perspective. And the only reason I want to address this is because this is a historical, this is historic history and facts, and I wanted to address out the things what happened to both sides between black people and white people, and what's my take on it. And I'm just gonna shoot out, and I'm just gonna get to the point. You know what? It started on December 31st, 1922. You know, inside of Rosewood, Florida. It's just simple, simple life and stuff. Neighbors, people were like entrepreneur. Pretty much, they got out of the situation of World War I. There was this black night. It was a black person. I remember what his name was, but I can't remember the name because it didn't cross my mind. And I wanted to dress this out. So he came around the town looking for a settlement. Everybody, the whole black family, they all accept him with open arms. And then, and pretty much in the candy or the jolly shop, pretty much you got the white owner who pretty much was, how the slave was his worker, but pretty much he was banging one of the slave our black women up in the jolly halls and stuff. And other than that, and I started to think so. And eliminated the black workers who was working for this white woman. She was help clean the place, pay for them and stuff like that. And they were making about like 25 cents, 75 cents, a dollar, $3 or something, and it was during the time. And the black smiths, pretty much like went around to like help fix the horses and stuff like that. They charged. Other than that, and I started really think so. And this is white woman. She had an affair with her husband, behind her back and stuff. He was sleeping with this white man, but he was beating her so many times. Her body was being bruised up. And then she came outside. She looked at the crowd, and I know one day, and then and they had like black people workers, or black female workers, were looking inside. They saw what happened to the man. They saw the person who went out, who did it, but he went and ran off. And then she goes to the crowd of white people saying, "Hey, look, who did this to you?" And she said, "It was a nigga. Yes, a color nigga. A color nigga." So she goes around the whole and tells the whole officers it's a nigga, and all of them just start jumping off the scenes and stuff crazy. And they go to everyone individually, the black farmer, the black smith, and they just started killing the next black person, killing the next black person, killing the next black, beat them, blood on the person's face, mutilated them and stuff. And then they shoot them, and they pretty much lynch them on the tree, and they start shooting the guns and stuff. And I sit back and I'm like, and the whole, pretty much it was going on for at least day one on New Year's, and then day two. And then suddenly it just started increasing on more and more. And suddenly, like, the houses were getting burned on fire, people were getting lit. But this was weird. And but the whole crowd, a whole mob, came up to the least to the house, to the black house, the little birthday boy was selling like the birthday parties. And had the birthday, and all the kids went in there, having the birthday, skin the boy, the birthday and stuff. And then another dog was barking. He told him, "Shut up, that damn dog." And he just like laughing all like, and blow the dogs, and then starts thinking, and starts shooting at a police officer. And pretty much the police officer pretty much allow all this shit to happen. But at the same time, they all were just racist and evil. And to me, honestly, it wasn't like, they were just diabolical. It was so bad. I mean, honestly, they went a whole like day, like almost like 5 days, tearing up Rosewood down, for the city. They massively murdered over like countless of black men, black women, and some black children. And some of the black children, and they were shooting in the house when the kids were in there having a birthday. And I mean, just to celebrate a black boy's birthday. I mean, and I'm thinking of my mind and stuff. And this is just crazy. And I'm finding it really crazy. And they would just shoot them down. But what's weird is you try to protect it, but the white man think he's like the savior or something. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, at the same time, like, you murdered it, like, you're saving him, but he ain't no better even all the rest of them, because all of them were just pure evil. And I remember seeing, he lived there 9 years, and the guy who was talking to the guy who lived there, Rosewood, he lived there his whole entire life. So, and other than that, but it's weird how I remember seeing what the white guy was saying how he whistled on a white woman. They pretty much lynched him up. But every time with a black, he could sleep with their woman. They just like go home back to the community like it ain't nothing. And I sit back today and I watch this. They did all kind of stuff in that Rosewood town. Hung them, cut their ears up, and they like white people were bringing the kids, showing the kids what they were doing to their to the blacks. Burned down churches, burned their houses, their neighborhood downs. They just like fuck all you guys. You know, you guys think you're better than us. And know what thing? And the guy on the train, the scene, he was telling the guy, saying about, hey, you should get out of time. And you know what? He should have took that train to like person's advice for that. And other than that, that should have did. But at the same time, I'm looking at myself. But I wanted to just because this came across my mind because about a week ago, I started to think of it. And Rosewood wasn't the only city that went through this. And other cities were like Black Wall Street. And there were plenty more other Black Wall Streets out there being under the water, the Alskerville and all those cities. But I'm going to get to my point. But, and all of them what I'm seeing now when they were trying to get on the train, they would try to get all the kids there, had to hide, and they were just getting hunted like an animal. And then when the white man took the boards, his white son to the hole, would have buried all those black people up, so nothing, all those black dead bodies, and the white boy cried and says, listen, he stopped the white boy like, you gotta learn now, this is just the way things are, and that's the way it is. But it's like, and everything of those 5 days and all those murders, but all the blacks and all the villagers, but it's like you wouldn't let you left the black guys because they want to get away from these white terrors and all these white murderers and killers. And I'm thinking to myself, and all the ancestors, and all those people who lost their loved ones today, and even the ones who are still alive, who are descendants from those people, my heart, my pure soul, my prayers go out to all the loved ones who are descendants to those people. I really do. And this isn't just going for you guys in Rosewood, to Black Wall Street, to Oscar, all other black streets over the United States. All the black people who had their businesses and had their entrepreneurs, economics, everything. My heart goes out to all you guys for what you guys rolled through. So, I'm sorry, you know, what happened to Rosewood on the 100-year anniversary. So, my heart goes out to all you guys, prayers and everything. You know, I look at now today's society, it's still the same thing like it was 100 years ago. Only thing different was, everything now, we live in an age of information and more technology, and you have more cameras. So they can't really hide it. So back then, they got away with the things because of the lies, because it wasn't much technology back then. So that's the difference. So about 3 days from now will be a 100-year anniversary of Rosewood. So anyway, the title of the video, Rosewood. So anyway, like, dislike, comment down below, see what you think of it. I will continue making more later on in the future. I hope you folks have a wonderful day. This is Kendrick Celestine, and I'm out, folks. And please be safe and pray a lot.